Dallas Cowboys, right?
Hey, Mike. David Moore, Dallas Morning News. You just talk about how CeeDee Lamb has evolved into that number one receiver role in so many different spots. Just how you I mean, is that similar to other guys you've used as far as moving around like Jordy Nelson or something?
Well, I think it needs to be a must. That's been my experience. And we were fortunate we had a whole group of receivers come through Green Bay. And we feel the same way here in Dallas. That we want all of our guys to be able to move around, create matchups and try to break tendencies, all those things. So, but yeah, really, the number one role for CD really evolved last year. I mean, this last year we played 1, 2, and 3. Is how we did. So, obviously, had a huge day yesterday.
And I think for the season, I think it's 15 receptions on 17 targets. That's a pretty high rate.
That's a high level of efficiency. Yeah.
I mean, is that about as high as you? I mean, that's beyond what you're looking at as far as.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, first thing we always talk about is ball distribution. And there's your traditional statistics. You want to be north of 70%. Completion. Well, I think Dak was at 81 yesterday. So the ball distribution was incredible. Was our number. That's the combination of completions. Just so. We played the game the way we felt we needed to play, and I commanded it. And CD's, really starting the first half. He had a huge first half. But yeah, that was played the way we needed to play against that defense. So.
Clarence Hill for Star Telegram. Just getting back to Pollard, we talked a little bit about it last night, but 25 carries, 7 catches, and you said it's going to be a heavy lifting day. But for a guy who's never carried the ball that goes to school, what did you know he could handle that? I mean, how do you know that?
I've worked with Tony now. This is year 4, so he's always showed incredible endurance. He's fought through injury, so I feel like he's definitely built for it. I think some of the most impressive things he did yesterday was in protection. I mean, he had a couple chips and they were excellent. So he's doing all the little things that we're asking of him. But yeah, as far as touching the football, he's a dynamic player. We were trying to get him on the perimeter a couple times there in the fourth quarter. Execution wasn't quite there, but when he gets in the second level, he's so dangerous.
Is this a big week, though? I mean, again, you knew he could do it, or Fletcher could do it. He's built for it, but his body had to do it.
Oh, yeah,
and so now you have to recover and see what he does to, can he?
I was just in this conversation, before I came in here with Britt Brown. We were talking about the workload of each and every player, and we'll work on that again tonight. And it'll affect the way we practice on Wednesday. You have to pay attention to it. So, I had a game like this. I think it was week 2, 2017, and Randall Cobb was a guy that played an astronomical number of plays. It was a hot day. The game went into overtime, so same type numbers. And practice was. We had a situation where he probably took more than he should have taken, and then had a fatigue injury the following week. So yeah, I'm very, very conscientious of how much these guys are working on Sundays. So yeah, that'll factor into the prep for Arizona.
Thank you.
Mike Pollard for the ESPN. Sharif Floyd, how is he doing? And what was it like on the sidelines yesterday? Was it scary at all when he was down?
Oh, absolutely, it was scary. And I didn't see it right away. But by the time I got there, he was alert, knew what was going on, and so forth. So obviously, we took the high level of caution, but he's home. He actually was in the office earlier, so he's going to just work from home today, and so they're going to check on a couple more things, and we'll check on them tomorrow.
John Show, The Athletic. I know you jokingly said yesterday, horseshit play calling. When you look back at the offensive play caller in the game yesterday, how do you think he did?
There's always going to be plays that I've made the mistake of being honest and telling the media what plays they were, so I'm not going to do it. I've graduated from that. So there's always plays. I think every play caller goes through it. There's always plays that keep you up at night. It's important for myself and my role to always work to be better. But yeah, there's a couple. There's the one, I had the one play down there in the tight red, and I ran the play. I actually called it too fast because based on what I called on first down, and when I saw the initial execution of the play, I went right to it. I was in a tempo mode, and we ended up losing a yard. So that I wasn't where I thought I was going to be, and it wasn't the right call specifically on the 6-yard line as opposed to being on the 3-yard line. So those are the little things. I'm also told that I'm holding the card too far away from my face. So so I got to go check the video because no one used to know what I looked like because I used to have it high and tight. So I got work to do. I got things to work on. So
there was a scene in that quarterback show on Netflix with Kirk Cousins, and he was riding home with his wife in the car and talking about how there's just a couple plays every game that no matter if they win or lose, he always looks back on. It's like this could have been better. This could have been
yeah,
like that for you.
Absolutely, no, absolutely. I don't know if there's ever been in my experience, if you're north of 3, then it's not where I want to be. So, north of 3.
Mike Sadi's The Athletic. Mike yesterday, his first sack came right with the J-Ron Curse interception. He beat the guy right in the middle. We've seen him make so many plays off the edges and stuff. Is it kind of that next step and stuff, the way that he's kind of been able to dominate guards and centers at this point?
Oh, definitely. And it's also, you got to give the coaches, starting with Dan, a lot of credit. It's, everybody has protections that are similar, but the protection adjustments in their toolbox, how they use them, is part of the chess match, part of the game plan. And, be able to try to create a one-on-one with him, but more importantly, how they react to it. They go to a 5-man slide, and that gives Leighton, because Leighton could be the smaller rusher on the edge. Does they give him an opportunity on the back? So all that plays together, and that's why it was so important not just to play Micah at the outside, rusher position on the edge all the time, because I know from an offense perspective, I said it since he arrived here, you create targeting issues by moving them around. If you line them up every time to my right, then I can get to them 5 or 6 different ways if you keep moving them around. And that's really what we've been doing since he got out.
And through your experiences, has he changed the way that he kind of attacks the blocker in front of him when he is put in these different positions?
Oh, definitely. I think Micah is improving in every aspect of his game. He had a really good offseason. Came back stronger. He's more equipped, because he's used to playing these different positions. And not only does he understand what he's doing, but he understands how it affects the whole scheme of things and really the opportunities he's creating for others.
Nick Harris, DallasCowboys.com. Have you had a chance to meet with Ronald Jones today? And then what do you expect him to be able to bring to this team?
I have not met with Ronald, and we haven't discussed exactly the direction we're going there.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. You got some offensive linemen that were nicked up. Game Doga and Zach. Just where do you stand with some of those guys?
Saw Zach before came in here. I don't see Zach practicing on Wednesday, but we'll see what Thursday brings. So I think he'll definitely have an opportunity to potentially play Sunday. And same thing with Chuma. He's kind of the same.
How did that Bass look? He
He did good. Yeah, what an experience, huh? Hey, welcome to the NFL. So, no, I thought he did a nice job. He obviously got reps both at the left guard and the right guard. So I thought both our young guys, what a great experience for them. So great experience.
Mike McCarthy, Dallas Morning News. Tyler Biadasz recovered another fumble.
Yep.
What does it say about him that he's so far downfield on those plays? Obviously, it's luck that he's recovering these fumbles to some level, but that he's in there probably isn't luck.
Well, first of all, he's coachable. So, he's definitely taken the finish responsibility. He's a great example of that. He's had two weeks in a row. Those are huge plays in the game. You look at it. You just look at the turnover ratio right now. We're +7 for the season. As a goal every year. For a team, you always want to be in double digits. Over the course of a year. So, but the most important thing is he haven't gave it away, and that's a credit to Tyler because he has saved us on 2.
Patrick. Yeah, Coach. Patrick Walker, DallasCowboys.com. One of the big emphasis for you guys in the offseason was upgrading the run defense. You bottled up Saquon Barkley under 50 yards. You're going against Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, proven talented backs. None of the running backs from the New York Jets rushed for more than 9 yards. Can you talk about how proud you are of the run defense and what's the important thing to take away from that as far as going forward?
Well, I think just like anything in this league, when you establish yourself, people are going to attack you a certain way, and that method has been established. See the games last year. So coming into it, our guys have a tremendous amount of pride. Block destruction is something that I thought we were excellent again yesterday. Coming off of week 1. So, and another part of it is the way we're tackling. We've had 2 missed tackles 2 weeks in a row. So, we chart all those things, and it's something we emphasize all week to win the tackling battle. So, we on the underside of I think we broke 12. We broke 12 tackles. So that's the game of football. And we talk about fundamentals. This is what we're we understand that that's how teams are going to attack us, and we had a lot of respect for both those backs. And we knew we had to tackle them, and we definitely hit the mark.
Mike, Dak was talking after the game about his footwork and rhythm and all that kind of thing. How have you seen that on display through these first 2 games, and has he picked it up? Whatever the changes have been pretty quickly.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Dak's got tremendous work ethic. So he put the extra time in. Throughout the spring training camp, you could see it coming together, and I think just the connection that he has with the perimeter group, and that's part of it. I think there's clarity on exactly what the expectations are, and he's off to a really good start. I really like the way he played yesterday.
Is the footwork, is it hugely different than what you guys have done your first 3 years?
Some of it's different, but the basis is the same. I mean, when I first got here, we sat down with Doug and Kellen, and we have a footwork profile and throwing profile that that I've been involved with since 1989. So I mean, nothing hasn't changed a whole lot. So, but I just think that everybody coaches the same plays a little differently, and that's really the transition that we've made from the past.
Mike, throughout camp preseason, we asked you a lot about the limited opportunities for Brandon Aubrey. Seems like he got a lot of opportunities. And now, what's your confidence with the kicking situation?
Secret weapon. Just finally let it out of the bag. But no, he's earned every one of these opportunities. I just think that we had a late start working together. So I had a chance to watch him. I think you can see clearly why we made the decision that we did, and it was important just to get the timing down. You look at the kick that he missed. In week 1, I mean, it was just trust it. So I thought the operation was excellent, and he's a very, very, very talented young kicker. So I'm glad we have him.
You want to score every time in the red zone, but and certainly, do we appreciate the success you did have against a really good Jets defense, or
are you asking me if you appreciate something?
I'm just saying, how do you balance that? You struggled in the red zone, but that's a really good defense that you're facing, and certainly you moved the ball a lot against them.
Yeah, and the big challenge against them is, they're so talented, and really, their front will be one of the best fronts that we play. But to go the long way against that defense is hard. It's difficult. So you have to give our players a tremendous amount of credit. So, but yeah, it's when you're in that mode, it's you got to really be comfortable converting those third downs. Plays that we struggled on. We didn't. First and second down wasn't as productive down there in the tight red as it was the whole. I think we had 5 drives over 12 plays. I mean, that's a hell of a day. That's a lot of efficiency on offense. So, but you got to put the ball in the end zone, because I think we had the ball 20 minutes in the first half, and the Jets are 1 play away from leading at halftime. So potentially, that's the beauty of this game. And the thing that I like about our team, not only did we take a step in the efficiency, took a step in the fundamentals, but our big play production has been outstanding. And you have to make big plays in this league. So, job the first 2 games in that area.
Christy Scales, Cowboys Radio. Jordan Lewis coming back from that severe foot injury. I think it was about days. Was that a target that you had for him? How did he come through it?
Exactly. I mean, we hit the playtime mark for him, and then and everybody. It was it was great to see him out there. So, and I just think also it's just another excellent player on a great defense. I mean, so and it's just great to have J. Lou back. I mean, he brings so much to our locker room, his role as a leader. But to see what he has overcome to get back on the field is just say enough about, because I mean, they're, like I said, that was a career-threatening injury. And he deserves a ton of credit to get back out there. So yeah, we just got to be smart too. I mean, it's a long year. I know he wants to play more, but yeah, we got to see working him in.
Winning the time of possession battle as convincingly as you guys did, what was the catalyst for that from your perspective? And then obviously how much of a big emphasis is that throughout the season? Well,
I mean, it goes throughout. I mean, the return game was non-existent for the most part, but the defense getting off the field, the takeaways, and then you got the 12-play drives that we had too. So offensive efficiency. So it's all those factors that play into that. Complimentary football.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.